Okay, now we're going to true this thing up. So, get the truing stand out. Looks like that.
That's a hell of a machine there.
Goes over there. Okay, so this is a universal. So maybe just put a universal one on here like this. Figure out how much space we need to put in the hub to center up where we want it to be. This one here is about, it'll tighten up without any spacers, but if I put a spacer in there, I don't have to work so hard tightening it, but whatever.
Well, back in the day, they didn't have a tour like this. You had to do it kind of like.
This truing stand's from the 20s. How much further back in the day you want to go?
But there's a way. But didn't. How long did they have those truers? You said back in the old days, in the 20s?
The truing stand number on this is from the teens, I think. The part number on it. Definitely the 20s, early 20s.
Early 20s. Huh?
This one here is probably World War II surplus. Dad bought this back in the late 50s, probably early 60s. And I still got 5 brand new ones at home.
Yeah.
There's another brand new one sitting down here.
And how much are those?
If I ever wear that out, there's another one.
Oh, you'll never wear it out. Shit, no.
So there's your part number right there.
Okay.
There's your Harley part number. They don't even have a dash number on it, so damn old. So there's another one. So if I ever wear out this one, you got the next one for me. This is Dad. I stole Dad's, 20 years, 30 years ago. I stole this stuff. Yeah, about that. 25 years ago, 30 years ago. He wasn't using it, so I stole it. He didn't need it. Of course, he always said it's okay if I take it. Okay, here's your pointers. Now, obviously, that pointer's not going to work there, so I'm going to have to take this back off. Pull the pointer out of there. Put it down to a different spot.
Do you have any of these for sale?
No.
No?
Not really.
Not really? If you were to sell something like this, how much would it cost? Just off your hand.
A brand new genuine Harley one?
No, just like that. Something old like that. I don't care. Yeah. I don't like that.
You can buy a modern variation of it for probably a couple $100.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll probably.
There's your pointer.
Okay.
Now this one here I can do over here. I can just let that one rub. Yeah, it's binding. See how it hits real hard right there? Right now we got a little wobbling in the rim right now.
Yeah.
A little wobbly. You can hear some loose spokes in there. You got a little up and down too, if you notice. See a little up and down. So now what you want to do is you gotta have get down here where you can see better. So instead of using an indicator, I like pointers because pointers they rub and you hear them rubbing. So you got this rib right here. So you want to put this on the center of the rib on the high spot. That way if it moves a little bit side to side, it won't affect it too much. You can also come off on this part here, but that's at a taper. This is actually tapered a little bit like this. So as you come off the ball part. Now instead of coming off the outside of the rim, you should come off the inside of the rim right here. Because this is what you want straight, not this edge here. So right now though my pointer is too high in the air, I can't get into there. The rim's too tall. I'd have to put another hole down here. I'd have to modify this tool. Probably that's how this happened. Got an extra hole in this thing already maybe. Yeah, if I put another hole down here, I could put my long pointer down here and I can have a pointer here and a pointer here and I can do both things at once. Now this side of the rim here will be different from this side of the rim. So you want to trip this side or get an average. That's your choice. So for now I'm just going to have this roughen it so I can just see kind of where it's at. Obviously it's close and far. Just get it roughed in a little bit and tighten up the spokes a little bit. So you gotta get it roughed in a little bit. So that's what we're gonna work on right now. Usually what I do is I get rid of all the rattling spokes first. because I don't like rattly spokes.
Sure does.
So, but I also want to get some of the side to side out of it. So that's our closest points right there. We'll go over here. So if you tighten up this side, it goes that way. If you tighten up this side, it comes this way. This here's a Harley tool. This is a genuine Harley tool, probably from World War II again. So I'm going to get these over there a little bit further. See, these spokes are all loose right now, so if I just tighten these up, you notice how the rim went that way a little bit.
But I think this one's a lot better than the.
Somewhere over here is going to be tight. See that one? It's tight, isn't it? And that one needs to be loosened up a little bit. That lets the rim go away so I can rotate it, see? It's tight. That one's loose, that one's tight, that one's loose, tight, loose, tight, tight. Now this one should be, we're getting away from where I want to be, so I'm going to pull that one back a little bit. Take some tension off that one. What's up, Buzz? That looks like a panhead.
How's that feel?
Feels good. You put one in there or two in there?
One.
One, perfect.
Yeah.
What year panhead is this?
57.
57?
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's nice.
So this is kind of close. See that little dip right here? It just hits the side of the spring.
Now, it's sitting on a spring and you can grind it away slightly.
Just slightly.
Yeah.
And where were you talking about where you might want to put some if it gets too close to the edge?
Somewhat.
Some that silicone.
It's on your cover. See right here?
Yeah.
So it gets undercut right here when they stamp them out. Yours is actually pretty good. It's flat. See on this hole here, it's in the radius. So when you're in the radius in here, the sealer won't seal.
Yeah, that's the one where.
So that's where you want to have it. When you got a sharp edge like this, and there's actually a
Okay,
flat
gotcha,
spot,
gotcha.
it's fine.
Now I read you.
Over here, it's in the radius. How are you going to seal against the radius?
I read you, Doc.
It won't.
That's where we had to stretch it, I think, on this. No, we
Gotta
didn't
stretch.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, see, Buzz is fixing his panhead over here. It's a 50 what?
57.
Same as my drag bike. Go racing sometime.
I don't think I have to glue this on, do I?
Now, did you
Really?
put this? No, you putting this on correctly? You're putting this on backwards. I bet you got it on backwards.
No, I don't.
No, you got it right. Yeah.
I got it
Flat
right.
on this side.
Yeah.
Round on this side. You
Yeah,
did,
see,
you,
it's
did,
hit-
you did a good
it's-
job.
It's hitting that little guy right there, that's all.
Yeah, we got
It
to
would move over. I know
grind.
I'll shave it just a little.
shave it right there where you're hitting the spring. Good.
But I don't see why I need to glue this on. I glued these on because it sits down, boom, it's not going to move.
You don't need to glue it. It's
No,
going to push
that a
against you.
boy.
You'll be fine.
Okay.
Go for it.
Thank you, Doc.
Doc? I'm not a dog. I'm a dumbass, not a dog. Is that like your girlfriend?
Yeah.
Push on a little bit?
Yeah, well,
She likes that?
She pushes me.
She pushes you back?
Yeah. Now this thing here, I don't think I really don't want to put no damn RTV here. You know, all that stuff.
No,
here.
just tighten the damn thing
What do
down.
you think? These gaskets seal pretty well without
Put
it.
a little bit right on that corner where it's low.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to
You
do.
could JB weld it up and file it flat.
No. No.
No. Okay, so I gotta make sure this works in here. All right, good job. Okay, now see how I just roughed that in? See how it's a lot straighter than it was?
Yeah.
But you still hear all those loose ones? Okay, so now you gotta go into here to start tightening up all these loose ones. See that loose one right there? See, the spoke's getting tight, but the spoke's loose, but the nipple's getting tight, so you gotta get over the high spot of it. Remember, as you tighten all these up, it raises the rim up, so you want to tighten them all on one side. That's why I'm just going until they quit getting a rattle in the spoke, not extra. So even though the nipple's tight, the spoke's loose. So. See, now I got tight. Good. See the difference in sound?
Yeah.
See, that's loose, see? Doesn't sound very good. See, when it gets tight, it sounds different.
It sounds more solid.
Yep. See, no more rattles now. Hear it? Okay, we all the way around now? Yeah, there's another spot there. Okay. No more rattles. So the spokes are all tightened up.
Right. You still have that wobble, but
Okay, now you got to figure out what the offset needs to be at. So we take our offset tool, and you go up here and you look at it. You're this far across, see right here. And you go on the other side and do the same thing, that far across. How far is that far across? 2 fingers plus an eighth. It's 2 fingers plus a 16th. So we're a little bit close on this side. Now we probably can have something more accurate than my 2 fingers. Oh, we didn't show that down here. So you got 2 fingers here. Can't see my fingers. My hand's in the way. It's down here. 2 fingers and an eighth. Alright, so to be a little bit more accurate than that, we got to get something that's going to be directly non-moving. Now you can put a piece of metal or something there that's out in length, or you can get your scale and measure it. Okay, so right now we are about 1/700. Over here we are 1/600. About 630. So we're a little bit too close. It needs to go that direction. So now we're going to start tightening. We're going to tighten and make it go that way. First thing you do is move your pointer over. So now when it rubs on it, like right there, we know we're way the hell off. So we need to go that direction with these, just this side of the spokes, not this side. So now we just start putting a little tension on these things. Not all in one spoke either, just do whatever you do evenly for a few of them. That way it stays more consistent. If you just tighten one spoke at a time, well, it's not going to help you any. You mix the rim out around. Where are we at now? See how close we are already? Didn't take long, did it? Okay, we're a little bit close here, so these all through here need to be tight and go that direction. Now each pair of cross spokes is a fan. So I tighten 2 fans up that direction. And you see what you got going on. It's still tight over here, starting about right there. They get tight, so there's a fan right here. Hear that fan loose? That's probably why it's not getting pressure, so because it's loose. See, that one was not the loose one. There's the loose one right here. Put a little tension on it, and now the whole wheel moved over pretty far. Yes, that's got a little up and down we got to deal with yet. Okay, once you get the offset close, we'll deal with the rest of it. Okay, so it looks like it's going to be around 1/650-ish. You back again?
See that beautiful work you did on this one? Look at this.
I don't know. The butcher worked on it. I don't know anything about
Bullshit, look at this.
it. What? Oh, that one's been brazed on.
Well, you did both of these. Remember, they couldn't fit over the valves.
I don't remember
You
that.
saved both of the corners.
680. I welded on a pan cover, made it work. Hard to believe.
For that, I thank you, young man.
Okay, we got about 30 more thou. We got to go that way still. Now, this is your disc brake side right here. We got nothing on this side.
right.
Is this on a Springer or wide glide? It's wide glide, wasn't it?
No, white glide, just plain tubes.
Okay, wide glides are centered up. Springers are offset 200,000, so you have to compensate for that.
No, I don't have no front, no springer.
Okay, so right now we see that we're going up and down, but we need to go this direction. Okay, I'm gonna go over here to my pointer, which I cannot see because I'm sitting way too high. Yeah, if I lean this forward like this, see, I can see where the pointer goes. See the pointer? And the top of our ball under here. I'm a little bit too far on the inside, so I'll move it over just a tick further. And this has to go over further this way, 30 thousandths to be centered, which is only about 15 to 20 offset difference. Okay, now once we got that on there, then I can just rotate it up until it hits, and it'll make a noise. Because I can't see under there at all.
Yeah.
He's in the way. But I can hear it.
Oh, yeah.
What's that noise?
The rim.
That's where it's hitting. You again.
One last time.
Oh,
well, there's this one now. Okay, look it. Is this going to be good enough?
You file on them.
Yeah, I did.
Good. Stars are below the surface. Now the head gasket.
Well, I don't know exactly, but see, this is where that one thing was, and I never got down to that. I didn't want to go down there.
This is where you were blowing through at.
Yeah.
So if you put a strategy on there, what's the gap across? Put it across. That's better straight edge. How much of a gap is under there? See light through there? Looks like there's a lot of light through there.
You see a lot of light?
Yeah. You got to put a feeler gauge on there and see how much of a dip that thing has in it. If you got more than 3 thou, you should probably do something about it. So you have to get a 3 thou feeler gauge. Got one of those floating around? What are you looking for?
3 thou.
I don't have a 3 thou feeler gauge. I got 1.5 thou feeler gauges, but not 3 thou. If you go over the milling machine over there, in the top drawer, over there, there's a bunch of feeler gauges right in the front when you open the drawer up. There'll be some 10s and there'll be some 1.5s. I'd grab a couple 1.5s. You put 2 of them together, that makes 3. That's complicated. Okay, we're going to bend this up a little bit so it makes noise.
One of the drawers.
I said on workbench, you know what a drawer is?
Huh?
Workbench drawer.
Workbench drawer.
You know what a workbench is?
On this mill.
Do you know what a workbench is?
Yes. Top one.
Are you making a mess on that?
No.
Did you throw that on the floor on a purpose?
No, it was an accident.
Did you find them?
Yeah.
You know what the difference between a 1.5 and a 10 feels like?
Because they're not marked on them.
They are marked. Okay, so we have a high spot right there.
Oh, I see.
See, that's high.
Yeah.
These two here fans are high, see? So these need to be loosened up, but see, they're not very tight. So we just go around 180. You got 2 more fans. These ones we tighten up. So you tighten all 8 of these. That's 4 nipples per fan pair. And that'll tighten up everything. That'll move the whole rim up. So you go a couple of flats, each one of these.
Okay, here's 1.5.
Good. You go on the other side. Okay, now we move the whole thing up. Okay, now we got 3 fans we're hitting here. 1, 2. Yep, it was just hitting right there. There it is. Barely touching. So these 2 are fairly heavy, and this one over here is light. So these 2 are heavy, and this one's light. So we do the same thing. So we have 2. Up. Okay, that's 2 fans, and this fan was light, so we're just gonna see. We just have some of these are loose and not really tight. Those are tight. So these 2 are loose, these 2 are tight. That's why I was barely doing it. Okay, so now
It's about 2, I guess.
yeah, see how it's still hitting down there. What? 2?
Here's 3.
3. 3's
I
pretty
can't
deep.
pull it out.
3 is pretty deep.
I can't pull it out with 3.
Okay.
You only got a 1.5, and that pulls out.
Okay, so 1.5 is good. So you only got 2.
Yeah, I'd say 2.
Good.
Good enough.
Yeah, that'll work. You know what I'm doing wrong? I'm making it worse, not better. You know why I'm making it worse? Because I'm doing the wrong thing. Because buzz is bothering me over there.
I'm so sorry.
See, these are now getting worse because as we're tightening these upper ones, it's making this go down and getting worse. So now I have to go back around over here. And everything I just did, I get to undo. So we're going to do 3, 4 on that one. Take the tension off these spokes.
2.
2.
Well, like it won't go 3.
Won't go through. Good.
And 1.5 slips through.
Good.
So I'm calling 2.
2.
And those gaskets should take care of that.
It's going to have to because you're not going to fix it.
Well, I could file more.
That would help.
Think so?
Yep. See how it barely hits now?
Yeah.
It's a lot of filing.
Okay, now we're going to tighten up where it's hitting, like we're supposed to done the first time.
I'll think about it.
Don't think too hard, you'll break it.
2 will be possible, though.
Yeah, the gasket will seal a lot better than it was going to do before. So
Yeah,
now,
with those steel ones?
yeah, see now it's not hitting there, see?
I think so.
Okay, now we got to rotate it up a little bit further. So now it's hitting further, see? It's a little bit heavier right through here, see? See how it's steady drag? Over there was bub, 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 bub drag.
Yeah.
So these groups are here. Not too much on this first group, and they're pretty tight already. These didn't have much tension on these, so we'll give them a little extra. Because you want them all to pull equally. That one's tight, so I'm going to leave it.
Can I use this for a minute?
You gotta steal my tools?
Well, no.
Jeez.
I would just, no. Just take this one?
No. There's another one in the drawer over there you can steal, you know.
Over.
Drawer. That drawer. Confusing me. See the straight edge right there? Right in front. Put your fingers in the drawer. Okay. Move things around a little bit. You see it? You just rip and tear everything until you find something.
Well, I'm moving stuff. No.
Well, you just had your fingers on it. Why don't you use that?
Oh, this?
That's called a straight edge.
Oh, okay.
Here,
Great.
let me see that.
I'll straighten
What is this? What's this?
Look.
Looks like a straight edge.
Well, you say it's straight. That's fine with me.
It's straight enough for you.
Good enough for this, huh?
That's
Good.
plenty good enough for you. Okay, we need to work on this other little bit here. See now.
I mean, I would have thought that's a straight edge.
See, hear that different noise? So, grinding noise, that's this one. See, that hits pretty heavy on that?
No.
When it locks up, that's tight. We're also hitting on the bottom, so that means we only need to tighten up these spokes over here to make the whole thing go up and over. So we're doing 2 things at once. See that heavy grinding noise? See those spokes when all that very tight. See the heavy grinding noise went away, but we still got the other problem. Oop.
That's bad.
We hit hard. Now we need to go this direction. But we don't want to go up, we just want to go over. So you loosen up one side. See, that's loose, so we'll leave that alone. That one's tight. That one had tension on it, so we took some tension off. A little tension, a lot of tension. That one got close right there on the side, and we're hitting on the bottom again.
Mm-hmm.
So these are all need to be more tension on these things. See, I'm only putting a little bit of tension. You see, it still wants to go more. That's tight. See, that's loose, but that kicked me over when I did that.
Mm-hmm.
So I gotta go over here, tighten that up more than I wanted to, but. Got a big flat spot in the room, goes way up.
Mm-hmm.
Right about in here is where it does it. Somewhere in here is where it's doing it. About 2.5 fans here. So there's something really tight right here making it do that, or is it got a flat spot in the rim right there? That's tight. Tight, so loose, tight. So if you get some tight ones over here, loosen these damn things up. See, if you keep tightening up the other side and it's not helping you, you'll find stuff that's tight and loosen it up. See, that one's loose. See, that ain't doing anything. That one's loose. See, all these other ones are tight. Those two are loose. See, I loosen those all up, and I didn't really. It's not hurting me at all by doing that. See, I'm also watching what's happening over on this one. I'm doing it. Okay, we finally touched. See. So we finally got loose enough that it started to hit. Okay, so we got a little small gap there. So these two need to kind of go up equally. So a little bit on this one. It's dead loose. That had tension on it. That had tension on it. See, that was 180 from where it was the other one.
Yeah.
That means the rim was oval shaped because there's too much tension one way or the other. See, they're random. So now we need to do is we need to put tension on all the spokes. We should have done that a little bit earlier, more or less, but right now we got tight ones and loose ones mixed in here.
Yeah.
So what we do is we find the valve stem hole, which is right here, and we tighten everything up 2 flats. And we go all the way around. First we look at our offset. Measure our offset. Here, see what we got. Is that still in there, or do we got to still correct it? Okay, we're about 675 that way. And the offset this way is about 630. So we still got the offset issue. So we need to go this way. So I'm going to tighten the other side more than I'm going to tighten this side. So I'm going to tighten these ones over here 3 and these ones only 1. That'll pull me over and tighten everything up. So here's our hole. So first thing we do, we're going to do 3. 1, 2, 3, 1. 1, 2, 3, 1. 1, 2, 3, 1. 1, 2, 3, 1. 1, 2, 3, 1. 1, 2, 3, 1. 1, 2, 3, 1. 1, 2, 3, 1. 1, 2, 3, 1. 1, 2, 3, 1. 1, 2, 3, 1. 1, 2, 3, 1. 1, 2, 3, 1. 1, 2, that's too much. 1. 1, 2, 3. See, that one's over torqued, these were loose. 1. 1, 2, 3. 1. 1. 2, that's it for that one. That one, I'm leaving that alone. 1, 2, 3. There's a hole. Holes right here. 1, 2. Nothing. Yeah, falling behind you. Right up there. Right over there. Thank you. Hello. All right. Yep. I'd have to look something up. I don't have time to do it right now. I'm right in the middle of chewing up a wheel. Can you give me a call back like tomorrow after 2 o'clock? Okay. All right. Yeah, give me a call tomorrow. Thank you. Bye. Okay, so after that heavy movement we just did, we are now 640 on that way, and about 670 this way. So now we have more gap over here than the other side. So that means we can go one more on this side, probably equalize it. Okay, where's our hole at? There's a hole right there. Okay, so one, loose, loose, one. Where's the hole at? Way over there. That's loose. Yeah. Okay. Now we're gonna go find all these loose ones that are in there. Okay, so now if it's tight, we're gonna leave it. If it's loose, we're gonna tighten up some more. Doesn't matter where it's at. See, that's tight. That's tight. That wasn't too bad. That's so slow. That's kind of loose. That's really tight. Not too bad. Tight. Good. No way. There. There. That was loose. I'm just putting torque on every one of them right now, so they're everything pulling equally. When you start getting a lot of rims that are highs and lows all the way through the damn thing, you probably got a lot of tight and loose ones right next to each other. So you make them all equally torqued. It's going to screw up your trueness initially, but in the long run it'll be a lot better because everything's going to work equally once you take all the tight ones out. Okay. Stick at that one big spot in there. There's a big bend in there or something. I'm not sure what that is. The whole rim goes up, not just one spot.
Mm-hmm.
You can look at the whole rim, how it blows up. See, the whole thing bounces up at one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so right now we want to get this trueness side to side better. So we need to go this direction and we're hitting on the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
So all of these spokes need to go that way. Starting about right here. Okay, that got most of all the side to side out right there real quick. And it's not hitting no more, so now we're going to move it up the pointer a little bit. See, that's pretty even all the way around,
Mm-hmm.
except for that one spot where it goes way up.
Where it goes up, yeah. Oh yeah.
The whole rim's straight except for one spot. It's got a flat spot in it. So it's like a D shape.
Uh-huh. How does that happen?
Manufacturing a lot of times.
No.
Okay, so right in here is our flat spot. Now if I got underneath I could see it better, but I can't see it from the angle I'm at right now.
Mm-hmm.
But I can feel it. I know it's these two right here is where the problem's at. These two fans. And maybe half of this one. So this is where it's got that spot where it goes up. And it's definitely, it ends here, you can hear it, see it.
Mm-hmm.
Starts right there, right on the edge of that fan. And it hits right there, right on the edge of this one. So these four right here in the middle of the two fans is our worst area. So let's go right to the middle and see how tight these are. See, that one's not too tight, that one is. That's definitely tight here. See, it always tells you what's going on. Okay, so I'm going to back these off here a little bit, especially that one. These two are real tight, so I'm going to start taking both. Whatever you do with this one. They both will loosen up, the wheel will go down. That thing is tight right there, too. That's tight. These are really tight. That one's not so tight. This one here, all of these were.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, here now it's boop, 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 boop now.
Mm-hmm.
See?
Yeah.
These are all over tight, what caused a flat spot. You take all that tension off, we got tension on all the other spokes, so they're all pulling equally. So once you let go of this pressure here, it drops down, and now see it's even.
Yeah.
And the side to side didn't really change much.
Yeah.
Okay, now I'm going to keep my hand on here, I'm going to rotate around. Okay, that's 100, this is all 108, see it's all the same.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm going to check 90 degrees, we're still hitting, check 90 the other way. It's all the way around, it's the same now.
Mm-hmm.
So you found the problem there, you had that flat spot was over torqued. Now when you spin it, see how the wheel's not really bouncing all that much. You still got a little spot where it's kind of crappy.
Still got a little tiny, but not much. Not
Right
like
here where this
before.
rust area here is where
Yeah.
it's at. A lot of times that's where they weld the rims together,
Uh-huh.
but I don't see a weld mark in this one. Because rims are rolled out and welded together.
Uh-huh.
Okay, here's where this one was welded. This is not the spot that's the problem. See, here's the weld mark.
Yeah.
The problem's up here where the rust area is, up over here.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's pretty good on the up and down now. It's pretty even all the way across. So now we're going to worry about the side to side over here. Okay, I'm going to get away from this point. I'm going to go to the end pointer.
Right.
So I'm going to change this pointer to over here
Mm-hmm.
because this is accurate. This is not accurate out here.
Right.
And then we'll see where our offset is. Because right now the rim's pretty even all the way around. So let's see where our offset's at right now. So you take this here, measure your offset. 680-ish. It's pretty high. This side here. No, I'm not measuring the right spot. Yeah, see, I'm not measuring a good spot. I'm about 640 right now, but there's probably a dimension in the book and what you need from here to here. If I went and looked at the book somewhere, if I have a book that tells me, there'll be a dimension that comes off that flange. See, this is not a machine flange, it's just a edge.
Uh-huh.
This edge is way over here,
Yeah.
the corresponding edge to this one.
Yeah.
So instead of coming off this flange, I should probably be coming off this to center it in the hub. The other thing is you look at is you look at where your spokes are at.
Yeah.
We're out to this. And you see if that distance from here is about the same from here. You notice how this one's a lot further, wider.
Yeah.
So I think I need to move this wheel back to make it more centered. I was coming off a bad dimension before. So when we first put it together, it was more over here, and that's where it should have been, I think.
Yeah.
But we're pretty even still.
Yeah.
All right. So you're in a dyna glide, right?
Yep. And a white glide now.
Okay, if you go right over there,
3.
right there, look for a dyna glide book.
But those two
Right.
down there?
Where my light is, look for a dyna glide. Here, take the light. Get a Harley dyna glide book. Something close to your ear would be nice. Okay, so I'm gonna start moving it this way.
You're talking about these fat books? Or the
I want a Harley book, Harley service book. Okay, so now I'm going to be coming off of this surface right here. Now obviously it's a pretty good taper, so it's going to affect it, so I want to be a little bit higher up to it. Now as I move this thing over, I'll be more up in the area I want to be in. Guessing that it's off right now. Grab me a book. What are you waiting for?
Which one?
Harley service book, Dyna Glide, right in front of you.
Right
Where was
here?
my light at?
Right here?
My light wasn't up there. Come back over here. I'll show you one more time where I had the light.
Okay.
Follow what I'm doing. Right there. See those books?
Those two
Find me a
fat,
Dyna Glide.
those two fat books.
Find me one that says Harley Dyna Glide service book on it. I don't give a shit what the hell the fat book says on it. Find me one that says Harley Davidson Dyna Glide. See? You can't read. Why you're not on the shelf I pointed to?
I'm not in shower.
All right. Look out. You're wasting my damn time being stupid. Look out.
Okay.
Does that say fucking Harley on it? Does this say a Dyna Glide on it? Does this say Dyna Glide on it? Does any of these say a Dyna Glide on them? Parts. Service, Dyna Glide. Touring. Okay, none of those work.
No.
What about over there? 04 Touring. FXR. Turd. Okay, nothing. Okay, nothing there says Dyna Glide service. Okay, good. We have no Dyna Glide service book. At least not over there. Okay, looking at that catalog doesn't help us any. Hey, now we're going to turn the light on. Now we're going to go over here to our service book area. See, I just got all these books in, so. Now you're going to find some service books. Here's a bunch of Dyna Glide service books. What year is your bike?
03.
There's an 03 service book, Dyna Glide. See, I knew you wouldn't find those over there. So. Okay, so now we got to find out where our service book information is at. If we're lucky, Harley Davidson will tell us what a service book is, or wheel lacing for Harley is. This is a parts book, isn't it? This is not a service book. See, dumbass cannot read. You know who the dumbass is? Right there.
Me.
No, me. I'm the one that grabbed it.
Okay.
I am in Dynaglide, but I am not in service books.
Yeah.
These are parts books. I didn't get service books. I got parts books. So that's not helping me. So we're just going to guess. If in doubt, wing it. So I'm going to go off of this surface right here. And that's about 1 finger. Over here, not quite a finger. That's how I'm going to do it. Like that noise it makes? So I'm coming off these spokes right here, and I got a certain gap over here on the rim. Down over here. And that's what I'm going to go off of. Which means when that thing quits making noise, we're good. You got that?
Mm-hmm.
When that quits making noise, we're going to be good. Okay.
The inside one, in the rim is the one making the noise.
Okay, we're going to start with my hole. So I'm going to go like that, like that, like that, like that. All the way around yet? I'm on my second lap. There's the hole right there. There we go. Hey, quit making noise.
Yeah, really, huh?
Okay, so now we're going
It's
to take
really
this here.
touching something. It's really touching something.
I'm trying to show what I'm going to do. It's going to be hard here, but... So I'm going to hold this right up here kind of like this, spin it really fast to get a better idea. So I got about that much room. Go over here, I do about the same thing. This side's definitely closer. So I'm going to go some more. Okay, now I can't go anymore. I can keep tightening these up a little bit more. Now the rim is getting straighter. Or true, less bouncing as I tighten those nipples up.
It doesn't hurt.
Look, it's pretty damn straight right now.
Oh yeah, that's perfect, man, almost.
So I'm helping it by tightening it up more and more and more. Okay, so instead of tightening all the nipples to make the thing tight, I'm just going to keep tightening up this side here, which is going to pull it over and make it a lot stronger all at the same time. Okay, here's our hole again. So we're going to go, we're going to probably have to do this like 2 more times. See, see how these are moving? So we're going to make a couple laps of these things. That one's getting pretty tight. There's that one. Keep going like this. We're going to make 3 laps. That one's getting pretty tight. And if you over tighten it, it's break the nipples. So. That one's just getting pretty snug. So you just keep tightening, 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 tightening. Everything just keeps stretching like a tighter bolt. Because I'm trying to pull it over this way and tighten at the same time. Okay, you see the hole coming around anywhere?
Yeah.
Where's it at?
It's coming. It's coming now. It's
There
coming.
it is down
There
there.
it is right there.
Okay, and one more. Okay. So, you see how this side of the rim's good and straight, and you look at this side, it's got a dip in it.
You
see?
got a dip in it, yeah.
Dip, dip, dip. We're true on this side, not this side. Now I can true this side, make it straight, and this will have a dip. Go back and forth.
Yeah.
Or you find out what the dip is, you can average out the dip. But that's harder to figure out the averages. Okay, so now we're going to check do a high-speed test here. Okay, see the gap right there, about a 1/2 inch. Gotta do this fast. You can't really look at the distance. And see it's a little bit under a 1/2 inch. It's close though. Okay, I'm going to tighten up 1 lap on this other side. Make sure the other spokes are tight.
Yeah.
Because we know this side's tight.
Yeah.
Okay, there's, oh, wrong one. Those are tight. That's tight. Yeah, these siders got tight when I tightened up those other ones. They got tight. Yeah, these are definitely getting tight. Where's our hole at? Right up there. What's up, Buzz? You just watching me or what?
Nothing else to do.
Nothing else to do on a Saturday night?
No. I'm just to the point where I got to decide what I'm going to do with that one head.
You mean milling it?
Huh?
You mean to mill it or not? That looks pretty eagle.
Well, I need you to do your inspection.
I would just mill it. I told you I would just mill it. Whoa, don't. If you hit it too hard, it hits you in the face, so you can't have that. Okay, so we're gonna go give it a high-speed run. Rattling over there. About that much distance.
That's your straight edge?
That's my straight edge. See, about the same distance over here. That is a precision Harley centering job. You can see how the rim's pretty damn straight and true. We know all the spokes are tighter than hell. That's what we're after. Now if you look at the outside of the rim, you can see how it moves around. But the inside's a lot closer. But we're going to go ahead and do a little tree on the inside just to make sure it's good. So even though it looks pretty close, I'm going to move it up onto here. See, we know it's not right on the money because you can hear it. See, right? Okay, so I got to move it this way to get the noise to go away. Okay, so hear a difference?
Quiet as hell, man. No, you ruined it.
I ruined it. But see, you can hear the heavy versus the light. See, that's light,
Yeah,
and that's heavy.
yeah.
See, noise is always better than indicators. Okay, so that starts about right in here. That was actually a little loose, that spoke. That one's really tight though.
Where do they paint those heads? Is that just paint or?
It's powder coat.
That's powder coat. Ooh.
Okay, so right between these two is where we're hitting at. And again right there. So a little there, a little there. See, we're getting closer. See, now we're getting almost all the way around now. We're so close now, we're getting real in there. Gotta back it off just a little bit. Yep, there we go. You gotta get to where you can find the high spots. See, it's every other one. Boom, boom, boom.
And the other one's hitting in it.
There's almost no low spots. It's going to be hard pressed to get that any better than that. That's pretty close. You look at it, it's just not even moving. It's arcing up.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
You know, like in the bead. See, the outside's not what you look at, it's going this inside edge. That's what the tire sees. Alright, so there's how you do it. And the last thing you want to do is to make sure that there's no spokes sticking out. So usually what I do, I go around to, once again you go to wherever the hole's at, the valve stem hole, and we just start checking every one of these. Your finger works really good for telling what things are sticking up or not.
Yeah, 'cause you can feel it.
See, these spokes are almost perfect. See how they're right at the very right even? Nothing is sticking out. That's,
Yeah.
that's the highest one I found yet, and that's not enough to worry about. It's like one thread up.
Yeah.
This rim is extremely even. So he's saying these spokes are no good. I don't think much of what he thinks of. So I had that one spoke, there's one thread up, that was it. Everything else is pretty damn even. So there you go, it's nice and even.
So now it's all taken care of, huh?
Yeah, so it's all pretty good looking now. I think you're fine on the trilling of this thing. It's just, if you can go in here and go like this to make sure they're all ringed pretty good, but we already know they're tight because I've been around the wheels so many times. There's no loose ones anywhere, see, they all make good noise. See, everything's about the same. It's got equal torque on everything.
Yeah.
All the spokes are working.
Yeah.
So that means you can drive it really hard and it'll stay straight and true. And if you had some loose ones in there and tight ones, the wheel will want to move around a little bit.
It would wobble.
No, it wouldn't wobble, but it can move. Under load it would wobble, but not under just straight conditions. So anyway, that's the difference of doing it correctly and not doing it right. So anyway, that's it for that. That's how you do it, get it done right.
So that's it.